I'm headed over to B-Town Automotive here in Berthoud, Colorado, because there's something I think most of us who wheel our trucks completely overlook, and that's the alignment. We spend all this money on tires and suspension, and then we take them out and beat the crap out of them on the trail and don't think twice about whether our truck is still aligned or not. So we're gonna go and we're gonna put mine on the alignment rack, see if I've actually knocked anything out of alignment, and Steve's going to show us what happens to these trucks when we wheel them. And it turns out mine wasn't where it's supposed to be. First, I want to give a shout out to B-Town Automotive in Berthoud, Colorado. They're the ones who are sponsoring this video. And one of the most overlooked things that we do after a good weekend on the trail isn't your tires, your suspension, or even checking for loose bolts. It's your alignment. See, if you've been bouncing over rocks, dropping into washouts, or just spending a few days on rough roads, your alignment can change without you even realizing it. A bad alignment doesn't just wear out your tires, it actually affects how your truck handles, your braking, your fuel economy. And if you're like me and you've invested in good tires, you don't want to destroy a set just because you skipped a simple maintenance item. And sometimes the signs are obvious. The steering wheel is crooked or it pulls to one side or the other, just like mine is right now. But a lot of us have times where everything, it just feels close enough. And that's when your tires will slowly begin to disappear. And as overlanders, we spend thousands of dollars on suspension, wheels, tires, armor, and recovery gear. And then we head into places that put all of that to the test. Every hard hit, every rut, every shelf road has the potential to knock things out just a little bit out of spec. And so getting an alignment is just good preventative maintenance. And when we think about how often someone should get an alignment, there's no magic mileage. But if you're regularly on rough trails, I'd have it checked a couple times a year, and definitely after a particularly hard hit or a particularly hard trip where you've had some impacts. But if you mostly drive on pavement, the normal service interval should be perfectly fine. Off-roading can definitely affect your alignment. You don't have to bend a control arm or a tie rod. It's just the repeated impacts, hitting rocks and potholes, washouts, and having our suspension cycling can move things enough to change toe, camber, or caster. And so that's why we want to make sure that we get it checked. So today I'm over at B-Town Automotive here in Berthoud, and they've got a brand new shop. And today they're gonna put my truck on the alignment rack and make sure everything is just as it should be after my last adventure.
Well, these two things are our newest things for the shop, this being the biggest investment. But it allows us to do all like the lane departure calibrations, like the adaptive cruise control. All the cars now have like the sensors in the front where like if you're on cruise control, it'll slow you down automatically. But anytime we replace a bumper or even do an alignment, some of that stuff gets messed up, so it allows us to calibrate it. A really good example they gave us is like those front cameras that do like the adaptive cruise control. If you're going down a highway and that camera's off even a little bit, it can think it can overpass as another car and slam on the brakes in the middle of going 80 down the highway. If you don't have those cameras adjusted to where it's actually like, hey, this car in front of me is in front of me and not the over pass on the highway.
This is Steve. I say hi, Steve.
Hi, guys.
So Steve's going to be doing the alignment today. Fortunate to have him here today. So you guys, brand new building, and now you've got the brand new alignment racks, right?
Right, yeah. So we have our new Autel IA1000 WA, which is, it does alignments. Also, we can recalibrate ADAS.
Okay.
So all your radars and LiDARs for all the autonomous driving.
What are some of the common signs for somebody needing alignment?
So if you start seeing tire wear is a big thing that most people are going to see, or an off-center steering wheel.
It'll be interesting to see mine today because my steering wheel is clocked.
Is it?
Yeah, and I've done some pretty rough four-wheeling with it. Took it over Hancock Pass, some big old rocks.
Nice.
You'll see on my wheels, I've got
some road rash.
Rock rash.
Rock rash, yeah. Generally, I go for a test drive in the vehicle first, see how it's handling.
Okay.
So I know if there's concerns like pulling or drifting or what off-center steering wheel. So I'll get a handle of what's going on with the vehicle, so I know the things I need to address while we're looking at the numbers for the alignment.
Okay. Cool. Sweet. Well, I guess let's get it rolling then.
Alrighty.
There he
Yeah, so steering wheel's off, yep. And it pulls a little to the left.
Yeah.
So we should be able to get that taken care of, barring any damaged parts. It's a VCI, so it's vehicle communication interface.
Okay.
This is gonna talk to the truck and communicate back to our alignment machine. We'll do a scan of all the computers, look for faults. So all the green ones are good modules, all the orange ones have a code stored in them.
Oh, wow.
Of some sort, which is not unpopular for most cars out there to have modules in there that have codes, and customers have no idea. Okay. So we'll go in and we'll get ready to start our alignment. What I'm going to do now is put this down, get it up in the air, and we'll lift everything up and check everything out.
Okay.
So as I go through and check, it's up, down. So mainly on the rear, the solid rear axle, I'm going to be, if I feel anything loose, it's more than likely going to be a wheel bearing.
Okay.
Just do a quick peek at things, make sure they look tight and nothing out of place. On the front, same thing, up, down, side to side. So up, down, we're looking for ball joints, play in the ball joints. That's all good and tight. Side to side is gonna be your steering components. Nothing felt there. So we're just gonna do a little shakedown of some of the other components. Looking for anything that might be tweaked or bent. Said you hit on the left side, right?
Yeah. Well, I've hit on both sides.
Oh.
But
The jarring one was?
the jarring one was on the left.
So I always try and compare my tie rod ends. See, like a lot of them are bent from the factory, so just kind of make sure that they're the same, and one's not more of a U than the other. Everything's looking good. I don't see any stress marks. If you start seeing like cracking and like the coatings or the painting, it could be a stress mark where it's starting to tweak there.
Okay. I guess I would have thought they'd want to put that stuff like on the wheels instead of the tires.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do, the first measurement we take is gonna compensate for the little bit of irregular we're gonna have, not with like this one on this lug and this one on a smaller lug.
Okay.
It's called rolling composition, so we're gonna roll the vehicle forward and then backwards.
Okay.
And the machine's gonna take the measurements, and then it's gonna compensate for those slight differences.
Ah, okay.
Also, because we won't be completely centered on the wheel this way, it'll see that too and be able to compensate for all that. So now that thing's automatically moving so that it can see the targets.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll forward. It's gonna tell us to stop. It's gonna take a measurement. And we're gonna roll backwards. I like vehicles with big lugs. So that's our rolling comp. So it took all the measurements to compensate for not being quite centered on the wheel, and then any irregulars in how it's mounted.
Okay.
I'm gonna go next. And now we're gonna do our caster swing.
Okay.
So we're gonna turn the front tires both directions a certain amount of degrees so it can take measurements.
Okay.
And that's gonna measure your caster and camber. So right now you're looking good. So this is your front camber, left and right.
Okay.
Green is good, obviously. Yellow would be marginal and red's bad. Caster on the front looks good, and your toe is out. We always push a little to the left because road crown is going to push you to the right. So you're grayed out because manufacturer doesn't have a way of adjusting those. So here's our adjustments. So this bolt, you see it's got a cam here. So there's one behind the bolt, there's a slot so that bolt can move sideways in there. There's one up here, and then there's one on the back side, one too. We're gonna move one out, and that's gonna change our caster.
Okay.
Right? But my caster's good, so I don't want to move the ball joint forward or backward. I just want to move it straight out or straight in. So I'm gonna move them both the same.
Okay.
To move just camber.
Okay.
Get one moved. Like on this one here. So they have these little plastic retainers.
Oh, okay.
So perfect world. Things never seen on the road, nowhere on any component. Going down a factory assembly line, they put these in, that's perfect alignment.
Okay.
When those all slide into place. Now that you get wear and tear on components, we have to pull those out to get real movement out of them.
Okay.
That side we didn't have to worry about because it was just minimal movement that we had to do. The caster I separated so it goes to the left a touch.
Okay.
Just to help deal with that road crown.
No. How are you?
So now we're gonna do toe, which affects your steering wheel.
Okay.
So now it tells us we're gonna do the right tie rod in first. So we're gonna go do that. So we're gonna break loose this jam nut, and then we turn the inner tie rod end so it unscrews out of the outer or screws into the outer to change your tire this way.
Okay.
And we'll bring that into close to the center where they want it, in the center of that little V notch there. And so they want a little bit of positive toe. So being as far out as this one was, there's a possibility that you might have tweaked something just barely that's not gonna be bad. Like you'll be fine driving on it and everything. Quick snug on that because it's gonna make me loosen it and do it again. Yep. Oh, I liked it. Well, that's a first. So now we got you all green. That's all you care about, right? Yeah. It's all green, right? Yeah. It's good to go. I don't know what any of those numbers mean, but. So this is going to tell us that we want to do our steering angle sensor. After doing alignment, So now I got to go up there, shut the vehicle off, and just turn the ignition on.
Okay.
Because sometimes when it's running, it won't actually relearn.
Okay.
So right now, it's telling me make sure my steering wheel and the wheels are the line straight ahead. And right now it's reading your angle sensor is at -1 degrees. Well, now it's straight up and down. So we're gonna reset that so it'll be, with it straight up and down, it's gonna be 0.
Okay.
And then next now we're done. We'll view reports, and this is all the different types of reports we can send out.
Okay.
I think that one, before and after in one.
Yeah.
Per manufacturer, our front view vehicle direction camera should be recalibrated after an alignment. Oh, it's a dynamic one, so we get to drive it to do it.
Oh.
So so some of them we have to hang targets. So similar to like these targets, we'll have things like this where the different cameras on here are gonna read those things, and then like the cameras in the vehicle will hang up like targets on here. So this one, this one I want you to drive. So we're gonna get it set, and then we're gonna probably drive in a straight line for 20 minutes at like 40 miles an hour, or around the 40 mile an hour. And then, but they want solid, good, newish lines, okay. Not like worn out lines, both solid and dash lines. And then sometimes I've had some of them that want you to go past like guardrails and stuff too, so that it can kind of pick up that stuff.
Okay.
Just depends on what camera and what things are in the vehicle. Press OK to monitor the calibration status and necessary driving conditions. All right, maintain vehicle speed above 37 miles per hour. Drive on straight road with stationary objects such as street signs, guardrails, mailboxes, or parked vehicles on the side. Drive during daytime. Avoid lane changes. Good weather conditions should be present. Sweet, I think we're good then. At this point, it's just gonna tell us when we're done. So, it should take about 5 minutes. Okay, so our error message up here is going to go away when it's done.
All right, so if you're spending time off pavement, don't wait until your tires are worn out to think about your alignment. It's a relatively inexpensive, pretty quick service that can save you hundreds of dollars in tire wear and keep your truck or your overland vehicle running and driving the way that it should. Just want to say a huge thanks to the team at B-Town for letting us all get behind the scenes, check everything out, for spending the extra time with us today to explain everything that was going on. I hope this video helps you guys out. Hope you learned something, and we'll see you next time.
So that's it for this one. If you guys are interested in a longer version with more of the technical stuff, I'll be posting that on my channel as well, with all of the conversation and details with Steve and B-Town Automotive, looking more in depth at the Autel system and everything else. So thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe.